Hey fam, welcome back to our channel. Today is Fun Meal Friday, where I will be showing you all one of our cheat meals that we call fun meals over here that we have once a week. So today I made some southern fried catfish with some coleslaw and pinto beans. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so first we're going to get started on our sides. So here we have 1 can of pinto beans, and I'm just going to start going in and seasoning it up. First with some salt, and then I'm adding in some onion flakes, then a little bit of red cayenne pepper for that heat. Then we're going to go in with some garlic powder, about a tablespoon of garlic powder. Gotta love the garlic powder. And then we're going to add in some chili powder for that underlying heat and some freshly ground pepper, and then I'm just going to go in with a very light pinch of Creole seasoning. And now we're just going to give our beans a really good stir. Just make sure all of those seasonings that we just added get really well mixed in there. And to top it off, I'm just going to add in 1 bay leaf, and this is going to go on the stove on low covered. Alright, so now we're going to get started working on our coleslaw. We're going to take the easy way today, y'all, with a bag of coleslaw. It is fresh. If you want, you can buy a cabbage. I sometimes do that, but today we're using the bag. So we're just going to pour that into our bowl and get started to add our ingredients. Okay, so we're keeping our ingredients for our coleslaw really light and simple. This is going to be that fresh bite that you need after the pinto beans and that fried catfish. This should be something refreshing. So I'm just adding in 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of some coconut aminos, and instead of using mayonnaise, we're not huge mayonnaise fans, I'm just going in with some sour cream. You can also use plain Greek yogurt. So just gonna add that, and then lightly add some salt and pepper and give it a good mix. And then we're just gonna cover this and put it in the fridge until it's time to eat. Alright, so now time for the star of the show, the catfish. So I just have my catfish fillets laid out here. I've washed them and patted them dry, and we are going to get started on making our batter. Alright, so first we're going to start off with our wet ingredients. So here I'm just cracking 2 eggs. Then I'm going to go in with some seasoned pepper, add in a little bit of the more spice Creole seasoning, then a little bit of red hot sauce, and give that a good mix. Okay, so we've set our eggs aside, and now I'm gonna get working on the breading. So I have this Andy's fish breading here, and I like to use the yellow one because it gives the fish more of a cornmeal type of fry. They also have a red one that's more of a Creole seasoning type, but I really like the yellow because it allows me to add in my own seasonings. So here I'm starting off with some Mrs. Dash lemon pepper seasoning and going back in with some red pepper seasoning, and I'm just adding that to the breading, and I'm just showing you guys that both of those are 0 salt. Although this is a fun meal, we're not going to add salt if we don't need it, right? So still being mindful. Alright, so what we're doing here is just coating our fish in our egg mixture first. You really want to make sure it's nicely covered so that the breading can stick to it really well. And I'm just going to sprinkle the breading, kind of pat it in there, sprinkle it on top some more, and then shake it off and repeat. Alright, so here all of our fillets are nicely breaded and they are ready to go into that hot oil. And here I have my cast iron pan. It is on medium heat. You kind of just have to test the oil, if it's hot, if it's ready. I like to just pop a little water in there. If it starts popping up, I know it's ready to go. So this is the perfect temperature. I'm just laying both of my pieces of fish in there very gently, and then as they rise to the top is when I know that it'll be time to flip them over. Okay, so my fish has floated to the top more so and is looking golden brown, so it is time to flip it over, and look at that color. It is frying very nicely. And you only want to flip your fish one time, especially if you're only cooking a few at a time like myself here. With fried fish, it's that type of thing that you just kind of want to leave alone as much as possible. So drop it in the oil, let it fry, flip it one good time, that's all you need. So now we're going to remove these and start frying our other two. Okay, and here I have all of our fried fish. I just have it laying on a rack over top of a paper towel so the oil can drip, and that is it. Here is our whole meal, our catfish, pinto beans, homemade coleslaw. It was just all delicious. It was a fun meal to eat, a fun meal to make. Remember y'all, you already know, eat what you love, just in moderation. That's it. All right fam, later.